Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mark, and recording a couple videos in one day. I think somebody may have said don't do that, but I'm trying to get some reps in. Um, so the reason I wanted to come back is, and I'd forget if I didn't, is Theo interviewed Mark Zuckerberg. And there was a piece of the interview that talked about awkwardness. And there was a little part where Mark Zuckerberg, who, for those of you who don't know, is the CEO and founder of Facebook and a billionaire, and Theo, a comedian and a podcaster, YouTuber. And there was a period where they went back and forth talking about who they thought was going to have more anxiety and be more awkward, and who is more awkward. And it was interesting to watch two people of that stature go back and forth and talk about their anxiety and talk about their social awkwardness. And, I wanted to come back on and talk about that because I have dealt with body dysmorphia issues. For those of you who don't know that term, body dysmorphia is just a very negative view on your body. I was a musician growing up, so I'd be on stage and I'd constantly be thinking people are looking at me, and then that led to social anxiety and awkwardness over the years, that and other things, not feeling like I fit in, and then the body issues and all taken together, like being in social settings was just very difficult for me. It still is. I mean, this being on camera is a big step for me. That's why I'm getting in the reps. I just thought it was interesting because, I'm guessing there's a lot of people out there that feel awkward, that don't feel comfortable in their own skin, that have anxiety, that bleeds into social anxiety and loneliness. And again, it was just sort of interesting to watch two people of that stature talk about that. And, it's a very humanizing thing. And I think we need more of that. I think we need more of, like, we're all dealing with a lot of the same things. And yet so many of us are doing it in silence and alone in our homes or wherever we might be, when, the person next to you might be dealing with the same thing, right? And so I just wanted to come and talk about that briefly. And I'd be really interested to hear if anybody out there has dealt with feeling awkward, not feeling like they fit in. Again, not to bring this up, but I had titles and things, and like I never felt like I fit in. I always felt awkward. I always felt out of place. I always felt like people are looking at me or judging me or whatever it is. And like the reality of it is, and as I'm learning, is like people aren't really that paying that close of attention. They have whatever's going on in their own head. But there's trauma involved, and in terms of how we feel about ourselves, and other factors involved, just being human, just never really knowing how people feel, and again, wanting that external validation so bad, which again, we'll talk about that over time in terms of aligning to oneself and not focusing so much on external validation, which is a big adjustment for so many, especially with social media. So that's all. Just wanted to talk about that, and hopefully that makes you feel better, that you're not alone in feeling awkward and and feeling like you have anxiety and social anxiety. So many people share that, even a billionaire and a global comedian podcaster. So, till next time, sending love, kindness, and compassion. See you soon.